What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, if you have been following along on the doll series that we've been covering right here, you will know tonight is the night that we are pulling out the second doll. Well, here she is, folks. So if you haven't been following along on the doll series, make sure you watch the two previous videos that we've done here. Get caught up a bit, know the storyline, what we're covering, and how we got to this part right here. So the attachment that I believe is behind this doll, from all the previous responses we gotten in the last two episodes, I believe the name is Sarah. We're going to ask a bunch of questions, obviously, in this video and try to figure out the truth and see what all we're dealing with here. So guys, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Without any further ado, let's get right into tonight's episode. Alright, you guys, well, here we go. Here's the second doll. I mean, look at you. She's pretty. Don't really look too creepy, but it does look old. And if it's anything like the first one, might have a hell of a story behind it. So what we got out here tonight is a very basic setup, guys. We got the K2 meter, the Flux 2, the REM pod, and I got a cat ball right there on her dress. Got another little candle for you guys in honor of spooky season. Now this one don't have any letters on it, but it's got a bunch of pumpkins and some purple stars on it. Just for spooky season. I hope little gestures like that makes the videos a little bit better. We're going to be running Spirit Talker tonight, guys. We're going to go ahead and turn it on, ask some questions, and see what all we can get from this doll. Hi, my name is Mikey. Is there any spirits here with me right now, perhaps attached to this doll?
Tired.
What? Tired. Our very first response, tired. Well, do you not have any energy tonight? I have some devices out here for you that you can use to help communicate with me with. I cannot physically see you and I cannot physically hear you. My name is Mikey. I come with love and light. What? Throw? What do you mean throw? I just had a few questions for you. I wanted to see if maybe you were related to whoever is attached to the other doll.
I'm standing right here.
I'm standing right here. You know, that is one wild thing I have noticed with these dolls, is that every video I've done with them, they have made themselves known that they were standing close to me or touching me or something of that sort. I've also noticed that they have been drained. You know, it's hard for them to communicate. What is your name? Can we start with your name, please? Is your name Sarah? If your name is Sarah, can you come up to one of those devices and touch them for me? Just to validate your answer. Whoa, K2 meter. Look at that. Look at that. So your name is Sarah. Wow. That is the name that I kept getting from the first doll, guys.
Brown eyes.
Brown eyes. Is that what eyes you had? Because the eyes in these dolls are blue. So you had brown eyes. That's pretty cool. Now the name that we got with the first doll was Josephine. Are you related to Josephine? Was she your sister? Was Josephine part of your family? Whoa, spike on the K2. Was she your sister? I don't know why I kept thinking they were sisters, or they were just really, really close. Were you also shot and killed? Because you guys got to keep in mind, the first doll that we communicated with kept saying that she was murdered. It finally came out that she was shot, and I believe she was shot in the head. Like I said, if you guys have not seen the last 2 episodes, make sure you check them out, because you're missing a lot of information on how we actually got to this point. Are you shy, Sarah? Whoa. Something falling out the trees over there. You don't have to be shy. You can trust me. You can come through. You can speak. I'm not here to hurt you or harm you. I'm just here to get your story. And now's your chance to share your story with not only me, but to the world.
4.
4. 4. Is that how old you were? Were you only 4 years old when you died? I'm not getting very much out of the devices at all. You know, if this is just, whoa, spike on the K2 right when I was saying that. You were only,
Begin.
what? Begin. You were only 4 years old when you died? Was this your doll? But yeah, I'm not getting a lot of responses from the devices. Like I said, if this is a spirit that's never really engaged with anything like this before, it could take a while for them to understand how to use it. Are you okay on the other side? Are you safe?
Isolation.
Isolation. So was Josephine your sister? Spike on the K2. Are you and your sister separated in the afterlife? Because guys, you got to keep in mind, I'm asking that because Josephine seemed like she was really, really angry. That's the first doll, okay? She seemed like she was angry, and she also seemed like, you know, she just wanted to be with her sister. I'm assuming they're sisters.
Christy.
Christy. But I'm assuming that they were sisters and that she wanted her sister with her when they communicated. That's why I said I was eventually going to bring the 2 dolls together, but I kind of wanted to talk to that one by itself. I want to talk to this one by itself. Just get a feel on how they're communicating,
Isabella.
how they're doing. What, Isabella? I'm getting a lot of different names all of a sudden. But yeah, I just wanted to fill them both out and then bring them together and see if the storyline changes or if anything crazy happens after that. We did experience a little bit of poltergeist-like activity, which means the activity was ramping up tremendously in the first doll. You know, she seems to be the powerhouse out of the 2 of them, as I can tell right now, because this one seems a little more shy, a little more, you know, not so eager to talk. Were you murdered with your sister? I think I just got a spike on the K2. Cursed. Are you saying that you are cursed or your family is cursed? You do understand that I got you from your house
and your family let you go. The reasoning for that is because they said that y'all were pretty much scaring the family with the activity that was going on in the house. They didn't want the activity to continue, and I'm guessing they got in a bunch of arguments and stuff over
Illegal.
y'all. Illegal. Whoa. And they just decided to have a yard sale, which your sister did confirm that they needed money, but they just gave you guys away for free. I don't know, guys, but it kind of seems like the facial expressions on this doll is starting to change a little bit. I know that sounds crazy. I don't know what it is. It looks like she's just staring into my soul right now. That is wild. So you mentioned illegal. What exactly do you mean by that? Was your family doing illegal things? I feel like there's a lot to this story, guys, and I'm just missing a bunch of details. You know, I feel like there's a lot that they
My
want to
name is
say.
Joan.
My name is Joan. Hello, Joan. Are you relevant in this story? Maybe you're the girl's guardian? I don't know why I thought that. It was just like, if this is a guardian of the girls, I guess she's seeing that Sarah's having a bit of trouble speaking and communicating, maybe a little shy, like I mentioned earlier, and she just wanted to step forward and maybe add something to the story. I don't know. These are all accusations at this point. I can't confirm any of it. It's just what's going through my head at the time. But like I said, I'm not getting anything off the devices.
Tranquility.
Tranquility. So are you at peace? Is that what you're trying to tell me? You're at peace? You're happy? You're just isolated from your sister? Can you touch that K2 meter for me if you're at peace, but you're just isolated? Whoa, thank you. You're just isolated
They
from
do
your sister.
witchcraft.
They do witchcraft. How ironic is that? That's what I got in the last video. They kept mentioning witchcraft over and over again. Were they trying to summon something? Something evil? You know, actually thinking back, that woman does look like a witchy person, you know? Like she would do some stuff like that. Did they practice witchcraft in that home? Whoa, spike on the K2. Okay. And maybe that is what upsetted you and your sister to cause y'all to act up and start scaring the family. Maybe you were trying to tell them to stop what they were doing because of the negativity that was coming towards y'all for being in the house. I mean, that would make perfect sense, you know? Alright, it just said malicious. Sorry, guys, I had a truck driving by. It was really loud. But it just said malicious. What do you mean by malicious? Were they egging on something evil to come through? Maybe it finally did come through and they thought it was y'all. That's when they decided to get rid of the dolls. How long were you in that house,
I'm
Sarah?
stuck in your thoughts.
What? I'm stuck in your thoughts. I'm stuck in your thoughts? Guys, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been running this app for years now. I have never, ever gotten a response to say something like that. That is freaking creepy right there. See, it's when I start getting responses like that that really makes me wonder. Because the last two episodes, it seemed like something evil was trying to take over. Maybe whatever type of witchcraft they were doing didn't attach to the house.
My I'm listening to everything.
I'm sure you are. It said, I'm listening to everything, if you guys did not hear that. But maybe it attached itself to these dolls. You know, the girls are probably still here. But I'm not just dealing with the girls, I'm dealing with whatever they conjured up. And maybe they knew that. That's why they just wanted the dolls gone. They didn't want no money for it. But that is just wild to me. You know, the more I talk to these things and the more responses I get, the more the story starts to make sense. You know what I mean, guys? Like, it's just really weird. Is there something evil attached to this doll? Whoa. K2 meter spiked. Alright, so let's go ahead and run the SLS. I just want to see if we can capture a spirit on camera, considering one of the responses we got earlier was that they were standing right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Whoa, right there. Right there beside the doll. Is that you that I see? It looks like it's moving in and out of the doll. You can clearly see it's not really mapping the doll. It's not doing the same thing it did with the first doll, you know, being stationary. That thing is moving. You can see the legs moving, the arms are moving. Can you wave at me, please? Maybe you can step away from the doll a little more. Oh, it went over here. It just tried to wave at me. Did you see that? Thank you. Wow, that's pretty wild. Is that Sarah? Sarah, is that you? I'm also trying to look at the equipment, guys. Well, I want to say thank you for showing yourself. I don't know, man. There's something up with this doll. It gives me the creeps, like it really does. Thank you so much. Is there anything else that you would like to share with me? Or add to your story? Maybe about your life? Maybe about your family? Now's your chance. I know that you've probably never had the opportunity to speak with the living after you died. I'm giving you that opportunity now.
My name is Michael.
My name is Michael. Like the freaking Michael, the spirit Michael here? Michael, are you here? Are you trying to protect me? Wow. See, now I kind of feel like if there is something evil attached to these dolls, they're starting to take over. You know what I mean? And it's quieting the girls. They don't want too much information out, which we've dealt with that in plenty of investigations. You know,
I did not believe in this.
I did not believe in this. Well, it's true. You're able to communicate with me, and you're doing a really good job. I think the K2 meter spike, guys. I want to say thank you for communicating with me. I think having your sister out here will make you feel a lot more comfortable. So I think that's what we're going to do. I do want to say thank you so much for communicating with me. You cannot attach to me or any of my equipment. You cannot follow me inside. You must stay outside. Thank you again. I hope you can find some type of light and peace, and God bless. All right, folks, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Not getting a whole lot out of this doll, but like I said, I think bringing the first doll, Josephine, in with Sarah, I think that's going to make Sarah feel a lot more comfortable. I think it's going to make Josephine feel comfortable too. Hopefully we can get more of the story, get more of a
an idea of what happened in their life and what all took place. Because I mean, it seems like there's a lot they want to say. It's just hard for them to say it, and not to mention if there's something evil holding them back. So I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, you guys already know what to do. Go ahead, hit that like button. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember to keep it spooky. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.